going on? It's Jay.
This is big.
This is Lit Logic. We're on episode 94.
94.
Hey.
Let's go.
94 in.
We almost close to that hundo.
Got Champ in the building. Tim in the
Champ
building.
is here.
Oh.
Brando in the building.
Good. Fuck the beehive.
That nigga got my...
Every time.
I'm drinking, so y'all know what's going on.
All right, we're going to start this a little different. So
Entanglement.
First off, fuck Jada Pinkett and the click she claimed.
West Side. You claim to be a player.
Oh, man. So when this happened? Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday night. So
Shout out for the people that don't watch the Oscars.
Me,
I didn't
don't.
even know the
I
shit
didn't
was
know.
even
I was
on.
knocked out.
I don't give a damn.
I didn't even know it was even on. But so, little short story. This nigga at my house. He playing the game. He go home. I watch some shit on YouTube. I hop on Facebook, and the first thing I see is Will Smith smacks Chris Rock.
And I didn't believe it, so I clicked on it.
Me either, bro.
I didn't believe
over
it.
joke
Didn't believe
about
that.
his wife. I'm just like, nah, Will ain't go outside
I
like
thought it was
that.
going to be an entanglement joke.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an entanglement joke.
He said G.I. Jane 2.0 because she
no,
was
he
bald
said, I
headed.
can't wait for
G.I.
G.I.
Jane
Jane 2.
J2.
I thought it was 2.0.
Nah,
No, he just
I
said-
just
Oh, he
can't
just
wait
said
to
two?
see
Wait,
G.I.
He was
Jane
like,
two. J2,
G.I.
can't wait to
Jane
see it.
2, can't wait to see it.
But this is the part that really got me before we get into it. My man Will laughed at the joke.
Soft nigga.
He laughed at the joke, and then this is the part that really got me. My man Chris Rock stood there and was like, "Oh, he's coming on
Because
stage."
he didn't think that nigga was really about to do. He probably thought he was about to do a little cool go to my body shit. Like, oh, that was funny. Fuck you, nigga.
But
Yeah.
he
Right.
leaned,
was
he
about to
leaned
overhand
forward and anticipated the smack.
Yeah, it was something like real fishy about
It was
what was
fishy
going
about all
on. This
that.
nigga cheesing, looking at this nigga face.
That nigga
think-
did a whole plant when he smacked him. Like
I
he
think
put
Chris got too much money and clout to get slapped for clout.
yeah, but he got a comedy special coming up too.
Yeah, but-
and the sales
that's
is
what-
out
that's
the
what-
roof.
Chris
That's
gonna
what
eat
people were
whenever.
saying.
Like, Chris go do a stand up whenever he want. Netflix giving him 20, 30 million.
Easy.
He don't need no to get slapped for clout. Like
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
double
that
it
was-
now. Shoot.
Well, that was that was my initial thought
right.
when the shit first happened. I'm like, nah, this shit can't be no
Me too.
real
That's why I'm
deal
like, this
shit.
got to be some stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ticket prices
Yeah.
skyrocketed because they know he gonna talk
Because they
about
know
it.
they're gonna talk about it, man. You know he's gonna
Just like,
it's sold out now.
not to go back, just not to get off topic, but just like back in the day, every given Sunday with Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J got into their scruffle. Jamie Foxx had a comedy special. His sales went out the roof, and he talked about it. And that was one of the jokes that shut down the whole, that shut the shit down. Everybody was laughing about that because Jamie admitted LL whooped his ass. LL whooped his ass because Jamie was talking crazy.
Oh man,
He sent that nigga flying. Look it up, by the way.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead do your thing.
Absolutely. This is called lit. This is called lit logics. You
Yeah,
see these
man, yo.
clouds?
Yeah,
Shit.
see
I
the
really hate
clouds
that
now.
bitch.
Now it's time to get in the clouds.
Let's go.
All right, so my
Shout out to the environment. That man got the string lighter.
Feel me?
You feel me?
That shit
Stop
coming
playing
back
with
with
him. Stop playing with niggas.
nah, but my thing is like my question to y'all is, do y'all think Will was wrong for what he did?
50-50. I'd say 50-50.
Listen, we'll just go down the line and
Will-
give everybody get a response.
Will professionally was wrong. What he did, truthfully, wasn't even in his character.
Nah, not at all.
Like that wasn't him. Everybody in this world know that wasn't him. What
Yeah.
it did was show a weakness in him. Like you ain't never had to do that shit before with in all your years of dealing with that woman. You could have went about that totally different. So yeah, he was wrong. Professionally, he should have handled it so much different because I'm pretty sure he's been through worse
Yeah.
professionally compared to one joke that affected his wife. Now, fuck her. First and foremost, I'd have laughed all in her motherfucking face
He said the double middle fingers.
because I just went
He
through.
said
At
the
me, if
stiff
I'm Will,
fingers.
I just went through 2 years of fucking embarrassment,
Yeah.
and then having to sit on your red table talk and have you literally embarrass the shit out of me.
Uncomfortable embarrassment.
Yeah, and uncomfortable embarrassment. Like I got a picture saved in my phone of this nigga face.
Everybody
Like,
got
and I
that,
tell
man.
every
I had that at
female, I
some
tell
point.
even shorty I'm with now, just don't make me look like this, and we good to go.
Yeah, bro, look like a sad puppy.
Bro, for real, that nigga was hurt.
Man, number one, fuck Jada. I really don't like that bitch. Respectfully. Nah, not even respectfully. Number 2, Will, you weak as hell for that. Like, number 1, that's a colleague, number 1. Chris Rock, another black man, bro. This shit wasn't that malicious. Like, I could see if he made an entanglement joke or he was piling on and was like, all right, bro, we not about to be the butt of your jokes the whole night, bro. Like, nigga made one harmless ass joke. Bitch, she bald. Is she not, nigga?
She's not dead.
Niggas act like I doubt Chris Rock even knew this bitch had no alopecia. Yeah, she ain't got no terminal cancer. Like, stop capping like alopecia, some type of terminal shit. Because when the young boy out Philly got bombed on for that shit, he was viral. I was telling niggas, I'm like, damn, that's kind of deep because he do got a condition. Like, y'all making him viral, like, and all that. Yeah, and everybody was laughing. Now it's protect black women, man. Kiss my ass, yeah. I ain't playing with y'all this episode.
And the Queen's wrong as hell.
Yeah.
Y'all want y'all man to go smack every nigga that will make a joke about you, huh?
Hey, look, fellas, end up in somebody's dirt joint if you want to. You think you can slap anybody? All right.
He said, basically, don't get put in the pack.
Basically.
Well, my opinion is I'm gonna go the 50-50 route because professionally, Will could have handled it better, differently. They have commercial breaks during the Oscars all the time. Will could have pulled Chris Rock to the side.
Fact.
Based off the simple fact, Chris Rock is not like that.
Right.
He's not like that. If that was a different celebrity like The Rock or somebody else,
Man,
like
that
he
nigga
wouldn't have went on stage and smacked Denzel Washington.
Nope.
He wouldn't have.
You seen the Equalizer, nigga?
You see, yeah. I mean, he would. So that's my opinion with that. Like he seen the opportunity.
Denzel his OG.
Exactly. He's seen the opportunity. He's seen like not calling Chris Rock weak, but smaller guy. That
ain't gonna do nothing
it's
to
not
you.
gonna do shit back because when he smacked him, he
walked
walked
right
back
off.
comfortably. He looked at him,
He knew the nigga
smiled,
wasn't gonna do
walked
nothing.
back comfortably, and then started popping his shit from his seat because he know Chris not gonna break his character, break his,
Chris still
whatever.
trying to make it seem like it
Chris
could
is
have
getting
been
paid.
like.
Chris, I ain't ruin
Yeah.
that. I'll let you ruin your career, not me.
But in the same sense, I
yourself
do
on that one.
I do amend in the same sense I do amend him, and I do feel sorry for him because, like you said, this man was the butt of everybody's joke. He was the Jordan for the next 2 years with the memes, and then on top of that, he didn't have to live this privately. He had to live this publicly. So when didn't sit in front row at the Oscars, and then somebody coming at you, I think that triggered him. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm good.
I think that triggered him. Honestly, it really triggered him, and I think
my
he
bitch
had.
would've
I
been in
think
the
he
back.
had a reaction for what was been said, and he probably got sick and tired. He heard them laughters, and that nigga walked on stage, and he did the first thing that came to his head. He lost his shit. He didn't handle himself professionally. He lost his shit.
Chris Rock should have been practicing his art, man.
But you see, I commend Chris Rock because I don't know if I know I couldn't like you
Nah.
you even
Nah,
walk
what-
on the
what-
stage like
what-
you
what-
about to smack the
once
shit
you
out
put-
of me. We
Once
fighting.
you put your hands on me, it's a wrap.
It's fair. Yeah, it's fair.
I don't
game.
care. I don't care what's going on.
Chris
what
should
event
have
is
did
going on.
that shit. For real. He should have did that
Chris,
shit.
Chris should have handled that shit after the fact. Because in the day, get your check, get your money, beat him outside, fuck his ass up
Nah,
on
fuck-
site.
fuck
Man,
that-
it
fuck
ain't
that
even-
check.
I, no,
fuck all that.
seriously.
Fuck that check.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
that
that
check.
check.
Because
Check,
on that,
bro, you
on
not-
that
yeah,
night,
nah, you're not gonna put your hands
no,
on me,
no, I
bro.
get it. On that
Yeah.
night,
Fuck that check.
no,
bro.
in that situation, I'm getting everything out of that. I'm getting the check, I'm
Nah.
fucking your ass up, and I'm gonna sue you and get more money out of
Well,
you.
you can't take
possible-
it there if you put your hand. If you retaliate, you can't really take it there.
You still could.
But
yeah.
I was gonna say he lucky.
It's
He
self-defense.
lucky.
It's
Chris,
self-defense.
he lucky.
Look.
Chris Rock
Self-defense.
not no bitch nigga and could have sued him.
Listen,
It's self-defense.
He lucky he didn't press charges. He lucky Chris ain't no bitch
Right.
nigga.
what's up?
My security,
Man,
yeah,
look.
they
you expect,
yeah.
Bro, and,
You don't
this
expect
and
that
this
to
is
happen,
and this
though.
is my
Listen.
point, and this is my point why I'm gonna let you go into it because I'm gonna give my whole point of why I feel about that smack and everything. But I want you to go ahead, bro.
Man, listen. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what check, any of that shit. You put
Fuck
your
that.
hands on me, it's a wrap.
It's
Open season.
I would have did. I would have did him grimy, yo.
What
I
grimy?
I would have did him so good, like yo. They would literally have to carry me off that stage because
I
it's
would have
not
came
even.
out of that blazer.
It's not even just the. It's not even just about the smack. It's the audacity.
Yeah.
Like,
and
it's
that's
the-
like
it's the-
super disrespectful. I'd
super
rather nigga
disrespectful.
punch me.
You walked up on stage during my set. Like this is my set. This is my moment, and you gonna bitch smack me in front of millions?
Bro, you know how little
nah.
respect you gotta have to slap a man, a
Grown
man.
ass
Right.
man
A
in
grown-ass
stride.
man.
Right.
In stride.
Yeah,
on live
Yeah,
television.
I'm telling you, in front of
On live
millions,
television.
broadcast around the world. Like,
This
And then
my
told,
fault.
and then told that man to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth and repeated himself.
Will Smith had to smack up.
Yeah, louder. somewhere Wayne Brady was at home like this.
clapping, slow clapping.
Wayne
Oh,
like
man.
my nigga.
So
Right.
this my opinion about it. I agree Will was wrong for how he handled the situation. My whole thing was I think he completely overreacted. Like the joke didn't warrant that type of reaction at
it
all.
wasn't that bad.
Like he wasn't malicious. He wasn't extremely disrespectful. It might have been a little insensitive.
Hey, Paulo.
Because the
But-
comments on Insta,
Bro,
Yeah.
comedian, you know, sensitive.
they
No,
should would have did worse.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Lucky that one day.
Because the
Absolutely.
comments on social media wasn't sensitive; they were worse.
Right.
Yeah, you
Way
ain't
worse.
smacking Dave.
Yeah, Dave
Nah,
said,
nah,
"I wish a
hell-
nigga would."
Hell no. I can't wait for him to say something about this.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, he's
said-
going. He gonna be like, I'm just saying.
I'm just
He's like, "Don't shoot the messenger."
If Will Smith would have smacked me, I would have probably acted a little different.
you know Dave would have spent that super perfect. Like
Oh yeah, hell no.
It's sad though overall.
But
It's sad overall. My fault. It's sad overall because they really two top tier, top tier
Yeah.
comedians and actors. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that we even got to even have them on a platform not many black people win an award at.
And that's what.
Yeah.
And that's what.
And that's what's
no matter how rich
So,
you can't protect them.
It's like, damn, y'all really took, like, Will, you really took it there. Like, you should have never even took it there. Like,
a wise
at
man.
the moment,
Right.
I understand his frustration, but the moment is bigger than you at times.
A
Sometimes
wise
you gotta
man
understand
once
that
said
shit.
they should have never gave you niggas money.
Brando got to say.
that goes into my point. Like, I'm basically agreeing with y'all for the most part. Like, I get what Will was trying to do. He did it completely wrong. Like, if you really felt, whether we agree with it or not, that Chris Rock disrespected his wife, yeah, I had no problem checking him. Not at that time, and definitely not slapping him.
Yeah.
And if I chance, let's just say if I actually agree with him checking Chris Rock at that moment in front of everybody at that time, you didn't go up to him and slap him. You could have been like, "Yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth."
Or he could have did a
From the
little
side,
gesture like
he could have
this.
did that if he really felt like it was offensive.
right.
I mean, but if I had to pick, I would say no. Check him backstage or after party, like
if you gotta
not
slap
right now
that nigga
because
then,
it's
by all
it's a
means.
bad
If you say
stage,
something
and people and what pissed me off, like people were saying was like the hell with the Oscars, like it doesn't matter if your wife is upset and being offended, you check him right now. Now if it was like if the punishment fit the crime, okay, like if he said like Jada, your walls are loose, like okay,
Right.
yeah, that case,
Entanglement.
you check him like that's a different story.
Nah,
but he
they-
just said like G.I. Jane, it's a G.I. Jane joke for like
you
bald women,
bald.
and that's it. Now, one thing I did wonder. I'm not
bald
sure.
bitch.
I'm not sure if this was like confirmed or not, but and still, regardless if this was actually why Will got more pissed off, I seen some on social media that kind of made you wonder if Will was offended because of the deeper layer of that. If you guys because of the G.I. Jane joke, mainly because G.I. Jane was played by Demi Moore. What did Demi Moore do back in the day? She cheated on her husband with Ashton Kutcher, who was much younger than
I think
she
that's
was.
diving too deep into it.
Can't-
I feel that.
I mean, I don't think that's what it was like at that time, but even if it was that though, it's
Has that-
still.
has that
So you feel like
Has
Chris
that been
Rock took
confirmed?
the angle of something going like deeper into that?
if he did,
But yo, was
I can
that-
understand it, but
that's
it
petty as fuck
still
if he
doesn't warrant.
That was
even
some
if
petty shit.
If that was the case, it
Yeah.
was still petty. Will should have
what
checked
petty
him
shit?
backstage.
Has that been confirmed though? Because I tried to look at
No,
that.
I know.
I tried to look
Demi
at that
did
earlier.
No, Demi did mess with. I remember that. No, she did mess with Ashton
Wasn't they
Kutcher.
married?
That was true.
Didn't they end
I
up
remember
getting
that.
married? Demi and Ashton. Or did they have
I remember-
a baby?
Yeah, Demi was like
they was
50. She
married.
was like
They was
50
married.
years
I remember
old.
when that
Nah,
happened.
they was
Yeah, I
married.
remember.
They was
Yeah,
married.
she was
Yeah,
like
I
she was
remember
like
that.
50 something years old. My man was like
He was like
mid-
21.
mid
Like, he
20.
was-
Yeah, Ashton, I've been there. I love that old clam too sometimes. Respectfully.
But back to my part, back to what y'all were saying, not to piggyback off what y'all were saying, but
go
like
ahead, bro.
I do feel that when you was like they're two top tier African American comedians / actors. Now, in my opinion, that's why I felt like the slap was staged. Exactly. I felt like the slap was staged because not a lot of African Americans watch the Oscars. It don't matter how many of the culture or how many people are part of the culture you invite to the Oscars, nobody from the African American race really watched the Oscars.
Right.
So
Honestly,
so
fuck-
true,
so
but-
and that
Fuck,
day, so
fuck the Oscars though, respect.
but,
Right,
but,
but this was the
but you
first
got to
time-
think about it. The Oscar needs ratings.
But this was the first time the Oscars actually
though.
tried to incorporate the code, like actually stuck their neck out to incorporate the code. They didn't,
feel-
they didn't have
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 tokens there like usual.
Like, it was
They
a
actually,
lot of
we had
niggas
2 to
there.
3 hosts were black and were women, and then Will Smith won Best Actor at that. You know, like he
But they're
already won
talking
that.
about taking that back from him.
Yeah, well,
Because
he did
of- because
some-
of
he
the
did some
incident.
shit, though. That's
He did
why,
some
like,
bullshit. You
he
like-
did it to
like-
himself. Like you
Listen,
won the
you
best
gotta-
award you can possibly win as an
But
Every
actor.
action has a
Finally-
consequence.
Bro,
Right,
they kicked what you
exactly.
call it out the Oscars, Kanye out the Grammys because
that's
what
that'd
he
be
said.
foul,
he
yeah.
said some bullshit or something like that. Like, come
No,
on,
he
like,
walked up on the stage and
yeah,
was
like
doing
don't-
some wild
man,
shit.
them white
Yo,
folks
what was
not
that?
playing
The Taylor
with they
Swift?
little
Was
shit,
that a
like-
Taylor Swift?
Nah, it was,
Yeah, that
it
Taylor
was
Swift
after
shit,
The
yeah.
that.
MTV Awards though. Yeah, that
Was it?
my
Oh,
bad.
okay,
the
yeah.
MTV Awards.
Yeah, it was after that.
Yeah,
He got banned for
but
some more other shit.
My,
you know,
my,
Kanye.
my whole thing is
You
this.
already know what that was about though.
My whole thing is this.
That was Beyonce wouldn't
What
have
makes
cared.
this what makes this even worse is, and y'all touched on this earlier, is like Will's not that type of guy.
He's not.
Right.
And I felt like he was doing it to try
my
to
bad,
portray
bro.
himself in a way that he's not really portrayed.
Because you got to look at him. He took 2 years of everybody basically calling him a pussy.
Nah, but it's not
It's
not
ways-
even
there's still
that.
ways to
It's
do
deep,
it.
It's deeper than that because you know you got the whole Jada and Pac shit. You know he already expressed how he was jealous of their relationship, and Pac was a certain type of guy. Pac was
Right.
that type of guy.
Right.
And then to go even deeper into that with the chick from Salt and Pepper. She said that
Yeah, yeah.
she didn't want to date Will because he wasn't that type of guy. He wasn't a
Right.
roughneck. He wasn't that type of. That's the type of guy.
he been hearing this
that-
his whole
so
life.
so he been hearing
You
this
see
shit.
where she end up though? Nobody
Right.
and ugly.
I mean,
Yeah,
nah,
her
that's
ass
facts,
beat,
but
too.
like,
she was with Tretch.
but like what Jay, but like what Jay,
She got that dude that
She got what
wanted.
she wanted.
She got what she wanted. You saw
And
what happened,
She
though.
got her. Hold
You
on.
saw
let
what
me-
happened.
She got. Be careful. Be careful of what you ask for
Hey, look,
because
let me-
this is the type of.
Jada never learned though. She still wants that, not recognizing this was your outcome if you dealt with somebody like that.
Yo.
This nigga
let me
Yo,
piggyback.
real talk.
like
She put that battery in his back.
Facts.
Yeah.
She said something and put that battery in his back because he was laughing first. He was laughing
He
first.
was.
The
He was-
camera,
he
the
was
camera,
laughing.
the
He was
camera,
backing up.
the camera panned off, and there was about like an 8-second from him laughing.
And she probably gave him. She
Yeah.
probably was like,
Yeah.
"So you gonna let him
So
talk?"
you
about
gonna,
it?"
Right.
so
Look like
you
you
gonna let him?
bitch-ass
You gonna let him do
nigga.
that? You gonna let him do that?
She,
And
oh,
then
no,
that's-
no, no. She didn't say that. She was like, "See, this is the shit I'm talking about."
It was
Yeah,
just,
that's
it
what
was
she
all
said.
her thing. She
look
didn't
like
have
you-
to say
That's
that.
it.
look
This
like
is
you
the
want
shit
me
I'm
to cheat
talking
again?
about.
She
She
definitely
again,
said.
right.
She definitely said so. 'Cause people was like, "Oh, he looked at her and seen the look at how it hurt her and blah."
she was
No,
like, I'm about to
she
cheat- I'm about to call
she
August
put
now.
she put
Like, I'm about to be in
that
some
she
shit.
put that battery in his back
Because if you see-
you don't go from laughing at the joke to all right now I gotta walk
see
up
it
on
Because
stage.
you seen when Chris Rock said, "Oh, he's coming on stage." Like he was shocked. That nigga was like, "Oh, you coming on stage?"
He was like, "Richard."
And not real shit. It's like a deeper meaning to the shit too because like it's
Basically.
a lot of motherfuckers, especially like young black men that's good dudes that's not thugged out, not gangster, not like that. And society and women, like we don't talk about this a lot. Women a lot of times be making motherfuckers want to be gangster, want to go do some shit that they would never normally do. Like, nigga, you like basketball, you like doing this. Why you out here doing this and that? Because you trying to impress a girl.
I seen a lot of niggas go
I
outside
seen a lot of
like that.
niggas.
I seen a lot of dudes do
I
that.
seen a lot of niggas
Lot of
die
dudes.
over some shit, getting into some shit that they not supposed to be in because of a woman or a woman
Facts.
gassing you. Feel like you got to be that. Man, be yourself, bro. You ain't Will. You Will motherfucking Smith, nigga. That shit is
Fucking
beneath
Independence
you.
Right.
Day.
That shit is
like-
beneath you.
Mike Larry.
That shit is beneath you. Like,
How many
come on,
years
bro.
We
have been-
ride
how many
together,
years
we
have been
die
curving
together,
chicks-
nigga.
curving
Bad
chicks
boys
alone,
for life.
Still curving chicks to this day because of who he is. Like you Will Smith.
That
like,
nigga
the hell?
Will Smith don't gotta beg for shit.
Bro, bitches will always rather a thug. I really hope y'all like. This is perfect example. That she like if she was a real queen, she would have. Her temperament would have told him to chill. She would have like, man, what the fuck you?
Right.
Yeah, we at the Oscars.
Yeah, like, yeah,
You know what I'm
like,
saying? You know how
like,
much
we
money
bigger than
you
that.
about to, miss out, you know?
Right.
respectfully, ladies, if that's the outcome that y'all really like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. At the age of 29, and some of y'all are still like this to this day,
Damn,
even
you
older.
29?
I'm 29, gang.
I'm mad as hell. I'm
I'm
30.
telling y'all, women, to grow. I want all the
you feel
younger women that
old,
probably be
man.
watching this, the ones
nigga
that
about to
think
be
they want a
35.
thug over the good dude, grow the fuck up. Because there's only a couple outcomes a thug
give
gets.
it applause for that.
Death
He got- get it
or
false
jail.
now.
That's the only outcome a thug gets. Death or jail. And listen, y'all be thinking like, oh, I can get him to change. Listen,
You're not gonna get him to change.
you can't get shit to change. We change when we want to change.
Right.
You not Jesus
Some will
Christ.
change, all right.
You not Jesus Christ. But overall, they need to grow. Wanting that
I'm
thug
just
shit,
saying,
grow the
that's-
fuck
that's
up,
the-
man.
that's the-
Because
that's
you're
the
going to waste
result.
years of your own happiness.
Now,
chasing
see,
something.
those type of women only want two things. Only like two things. Those type of women are only turned on by a man that keeps them on their toes, and a man that's not.
But this is-
boring.
but this is
and
the
a man and women. Those type of women always seem to want science experiments. So, like you said, you always want to change niggas.
But
like,
this is the thing,
why
bro.
do you want
A
to
good-
change? He's a good guy.
But this
He's
is
established.
But this
Why-
is the thing,
Hey,
bro. But this is the
why
thing.
change?
A good guy can keep you on your toes too because he can
Listen.
teach you things a lot.
Listen, you got to be the right woman to be with somebody like that.
Listen,
Yeah,
Right.
I've
you
been
do.
on both sides of the spectrum. I had a good woman and I had a horrible ass woman. You feel me? Good woman accepted me for being a good guy and accepted me for who I was. The horrible ass woman ain't accept shit.
No.
At times I felt like this bitch really must want me to punch her in her shit. Like, and I had to sit back and tell him, like, yo, you must really like niggas that punch on your shit. All your little war stories with your ex-boyfriends and shit, punching you in your fucking shit. I said, I'm gonna let you know now, I'm not gonna have to put my hands on you.
That's mental
I
illness.
stepped
sir.
the fuck away. I walk off.
But you
from
got, but you
before
got to
I
look
do
at that too, bro. A lot of
Because
times when they tell you that
I'm
shit,
not
that's
them.
a sure sign.
I'm
like,
probably gonna take it further than they took it.
a sure
I'm probably
sign.
gonna punch you in your shit,
Yeah.
kick you in your stomach, and say, call whoever you want to call. And by the time they get here, tell them to have their gun ready. But I don't want, like, I'm not that type of person.
I'm sorry.
But I dealt with it. Like I said, I've been on both sides of the spectrum, so I know where Will come from. I dealt with a bitch that brought that out of me. Telling this nigga, I'm gonna kill you, nigga. You text my bitch again, I'm gonna kill you. I had to sit, simp
Yeah.
shit.
Super simp shit.
Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah, I had to come to, my boy had to check me. For real, he had to check me. I admit that. She was like, yo, my man. Yo, fuck you.
Not your nephew.
This nigga had
Not
to check
your
me. He was
boy,
like,
your
yo, bro, this
nephew.
ain't even you. Like, why you even telling this nigga that? He says, yo, you and this nigga don't know each other from a can of paint. That bitch got to know him, bro. She allowed the door to be open for him to hit her up and all that shit. He says, wow, you cut your bitches off when y'all got back together? He said, you cut the bitches off. She said, she ain't never cut this nigga. So I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, you never fucking point. This shit ain't even me. I don't care.
Yo, but
And at that point, I got back on my treacherous shit. It was cheating.
Not I. Not I. Not I.
But no, for real.
I.
Depending on the
fuck
woman
that.
you got will bring certain sides out of you. And me being a Libra like my boy Will, I know when we set on somebody, we set on somebody.
Okay.
And we'll do something like the craziest shit just to keep them around or to be with them.
my whole
But him doing that shit on stage, I was like, yeah, that ain't even boy. She done
Not-
did
not
something
at
to
all.
him to where that ain't even
she
him.
put that battery in his back. But my whole thing is this.
But
Jay,
that-
you must got a red snapper
won
between
that.
Bro,
the
she
legs.
put the battery in his back at the red circle table.
Gripper 3000.
She put the battery
Nothing that good.
Yo, that shit coming like Erica Badu.
Yo,
Erica Badu turning niggas from street niggas to wearing dashikis, yo.
Yeah.
nah, she had little August off
Nah,
the hook.
August was
too.
off the hook,
August
too.
was off the hook, too.
August
August was dyeing
He
his
told
hair,
her, he
his
snitched on
his
it.
color shirt.
Yo, when the nigga snitch on you,
When a nigga be like, I'm telling you.
He was like, "Oh, we not fucking no more." I'm telling
I had
Will.
to tell him what I know, man.
He said, "I'm telling Will."
I think that's what all,
Will.
I think that's what all of us is like pissed off about too is the fact that Will chose to try to be gangster with Chris Rock. But where was this at the red table with August? Like where was this aggression?
I would have
When
cussed
you
her
actually
ass out
when
the
it was
whole Red Table
justified.
episode.
You had the man
Wow.
in your
'Cause
own your stadium house.
The shit I would have said wouldn't have been able to be
I'm gonna
aired.
answer that because you never get mad at the dude. You gotta get mad at your chick.
Right.
Absolutely.
Unless
that's-
it's your
that's
man.
true.
Unless it's your
Unless
man.
it's your man's.
No, that's true, but like going with Will Smith logic, you got mad at Chris Rock for making a joke.
Yeah.
August Alsina was in your bed, staying at your house,
Folding
shitting
her-
in your toilet,
Beating your
Holding her-
darn
hitting
son
your
and
daughter's
man.
face,
Holding her-
Tell your wife, like, and you're gonna like you don't use that aggression in that situation.
Holding her like
Was
a
it Will Smith
pretzel.
logic?
That's
Like,
not even
what?
the worst part.
Yo.
Will was paying for the
Auntie Ann in there.
vacations.
Taking her
Will
to
was
Auntie
paying
Ann
for the
like
vacations,
Auntie
bro.
Ed and Jada.
A cinnamon pretzel on top of that.
The whole time, the sad part about all of that is she was supposed to be helping that young man heal from shit he was.
Yeah, that's
She
the
took
part that
advantage-
people
she
don't
took-
follow.
she took advantage of
that
her.
young
Took
boy.
advantage of that dude being in the bad mental space.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Think about if Will did that to say like a Keke Palmer or something like.
Will
she was fucking
would
with
be
Willow,
Bill Cosby.
Like that was Willow's
Right.
friend. And
He'll
then
be Bill
Willow
Cosby.
offered
Bill
to be
Cosby.
a dad type of figure to her.
What?
Man, he'd be canceled, bro. We'd be tearing him
Nigga,
up.
they wouldn't
that's
even. They
wrong.
wouldn't. They wouldn't
Oh,
even play Bad Boys
he,
no more.
he
They
groomed her.
wouldn't play that
Yeah.
fucking movie
He
no
groomed
more.
her.
Richard to save him again.
Man, that shit
What?
wouldn't even save it. They wouldn't even offer him that.
That wouldn't
role.
say, yeah, he
That
would've
would've
got-
been
he
Jamie
would've got
Foxx.
the role.
Jamie
Oh
Foxx
my
would have
god!
been King Richard.
They would have recast. They would have redid that whole movie and had Jamie Foxx on a fucking green screen.
That's what I'm saying. She did that young boy dirty. Gonna stop him from that clam. Like, don't
Yeah.
don't bring me to the water, and then tell me I
Denzel
can't
would
drink.
body
Like, come
that
on,
role.
don't do that.
Nah, man.
Jezebel, you want to take my daughters off this tennis court? Like,
Nah, Will acted the shit out of that role. And it's a shame that after all these great movies that he did, that this is the first Oscar that he won.
And then this happens, right?
And
Yeah,
then
all that bullshit ass little crying,
Trying
sweet
to
ass.
apologize.
because that nigga had an out of body experience, bro. When you go through so much traumatic shit, especially in that, Will, and like you said, Will was dealing with that probably his whole life.
Yeah, 'cause
Facts.
you're a
He's
weak
still
ass.
Like that nigga grew. That nigga grew up in Philly, and Will mom even said that was the first time I ever seen my son get aggressive like that, ever in his life. So you gotta think about it. That nigga grew up in Philly. That nigga had females clowning him.
That
nigga,
Jezebel.
That nigga grew up. That nigga grew up. He even said he wasn't popular. That nigga was weird. He was weird and funny. Big ears.
No
lanky.
funny shit. This why a lot of famous motherfuckers be marrying white women. A white woman would have let you do that bullshit and play yourself like that. Think about it though. Like a white woman would have pulled you back. Like, and I love my sisters. Like, but like a white woman wouldn't have let you do that shit. Like Demi Moore wouldn't have let you walk up there like that.
Right. They
He
wouldn't
said
they
Jimmy-
wouldn't let you potentially fuck up the bag.
Man, that's
hell
what they
no.
think about the legacy
Right.
of the
I
bag.
can't-
Like,
And
no.
that's what,
I
that
can't-
upsets me when
I can't wholeheartedly agree with that. My bad. I didn't mean to cut
You
you off.
good, you good.
Because I know a lot of sisters like really hold us down. I just think
Yeah.
her specifically.
Yeah, her type. I'm like her type.
Her
like,
type specifically was she gets like enjoyment out of that shit. So that's my whole thing. But I'm not gonna say that
Yeah, this wasn't an indictment on the whole race.
Absolutely.
Basically,
Shout out to the queens. We did not mean like all of y'all
What
or
I was
like
trying to-
that.
what
But
I was
some
trying
of
to
y'all
get to,
have
a
the
lot of y'all
mental
don't like
space of
good
being
dudes.
like that.
and when you a good dude, a lot of the good dudes, athletes, all the motherfuckers, entertainers, they choose a white chick because they like black women and all that shit. But a lot of them, like, oh man, he a weak. And like how Salt was calling fucking Will weak and he wasn't tough and all this other. But bitch, I'm Will Smith.
Because
What you
that's
talking about? Like,
that's something she was accustomed to. She probably never dated nothing other than that.
That's true.
nah, facts,
Yeah,
facts.
true.
You know what I'm saying? She probably never dated nothing other than
She never
that.
stepped outside the box.
So when she probably ran across a nigga like Will Smith, and I'm not knocking her down, bigging him up, or vice versa, but he probably brought some new shit to her that she probably, her mentally she couldn't get with.
This is what I was saying earlier. She should have fucking tried. Grow up.
Yeah,
Grow the fuck up. Where did trench get you?
nowhere.
Right.
And that's not even
black-
no.
a
That's
black
not even
eye.
no. That's not even no diss at
black
him.
eye. No, this me. You beat on women.
he
You
corny 'cause you
yeah.
beat on
We
women.
don't do that. We don't respect that.
Yeah, we don't
Absolutely.
respect that
Fuck
at
dude.
all.
Fuck
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, fuck dude.
Fuck a lot of dudes that do
Her
that.
single as hell.
Yeah.
Bored with herself.
That's her fault though.
That is.
Yeah, we don't.
That's her
We
fault.
don't. But you,
So is Will.
if you a good dude, you shouldn't want that type of woman anyway.
Yeah, facts.
Because I've been in them situations before too, and
Absolutely.
if you feel like you're, you got to be that type of person to be with somebody. If you can't be yourself with somebody, why be with them?
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts.
But real talk, I get Will for making that choice back in the '90s because Jada. Y'all remember Jada was
She was
the-
fire.
an it
She
girl.
was the.
She-
We didn't
yeah.
know she
Fire.
was great like that, but she was like the it girl. She was
Fire.
She was fire.
But it don't. But it
She a
don't. But it
beautiful
don't
woman.
matter.
But we
It don't.
didn't- yeah, we knew all this now back then. Yeah, it's different.
But it
You know
don't
how
matter.
toxic she
Like I
is.
said, the last episode, a couple episodes ago, you could be a bad bitch, but your personality will make you a total turn
But
off.
Will probably didn't see that till probably like 2007.
Will
They
probably-
got married like '98. So we talking
Yeah,
about back
so,
then.
hey, listen,
Bro, you
that's
gotta
enough
think
time
about
to
it.
say I want a
Jada,
divorce.
Will probably-
Jada bagged Will.
Will probably thought
Yeah,
thought
think
that
about
Jada
that,
bagged
yeah.
Will.
Yeah, back then, Will probably only thought he had to worry about was her love for Tupac. We didn't think it was his other shit. Eventually, after 20 years, he'll get
And I
over
question
shit.
that
We didn't think
so-called
it was
love
others-
she got,
others-
man.
Yeah, it'll be.
Listen, I'm gonna be straight up. I question that so-called love she got. Whether she don't admit it or whether she want to hold till she's 80 years old, and then finally admit it. Man, she fucked Pac, boy. I ain't trying to hear none of that. He was crushing that. Ain't no way in hell you crying over a friend this so many years later. And bro, that Red Table Talk shit she did was all slaps and spits to Will face, bro.
You seen how that man looked?
I'd have fucking chopped
You
that
seen
table
how
in
that
half.
man looked?
But you got this the thing.
Bro, I would
Women-
have flipped that fucking red
it's
table
women,
over.
It's women and accountability. Always ducking the,
That shit's sad, man.
It's really
Kind
sad.
of weird He had to know what the fuck they was about to go up there to talk about.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
knew.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm not like, why would you even agree to that? Like you contributed
Because she
to
made
your own
him.
misery. Like,
Because she made him. She probably not. I don't know these people,
Right.
But for him, like you said, if he knew what they were going to talk about, she manipulated the situation.
like she
to
ain't
get
like,
him
oh
on the
babe, we
show.
about to go up there and talk about recipes and shit, and then get up there like, yeah, I was cheating. Like what?
And then
Nah,
called
she
it,
told
and then
him, like,
called
he
that
knew.
shit an entanglement. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, that man didn't have to just live that. He had to live this sour puss ass nigga making a song called Entanglements to talk
Right.
about the whole shit. Like,
My thing is this, because
hear that yet.
yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
shit.
I've seen a lot of
Entanglements.
people trying to justify this whole thing about
opinion on that.
yeah him and like the whole slap shit. And my whole thing is with the red table thing and the shit with Will and stuff, like regardless of people was like, oh, they were separated, blah blah blah. Regardless of the fact, you come up there and y'all talk about the shit, and you're still avoiding what he
accountability,
asking you.
Yeah.
He asking you a question and you keep trying to
You said,
avoid
what's
the
entanglement, Jada. Come on now.
yeah,
yeah,
like,
that's
real.
that's when you see he was really getting pissed off.
like-
But he was trying to stay Will Smith.
Like,
but you
let's
could
be
tell
real.
he was getting pissed
Yeah,
off.
like-
He was like, he wanted to say, "Bitch, what you mean entanglement? Did you fuck or not?" That's what he wanted to know.
He
No,
knew,
she
he
fucked.
knew,
She
he knew,
fucked.
he
Yeah,
knew.
there was no. There
There
was
ain't no question.
Bro, remember they
one thing about a woman, if she has no interest in you or she never
Or
fucked
the
you, she will
Thor
say,
slice
"I
that
never
table."
fucked him."
Yeah.
There's no if you ask that question, did you fuck him or you with him? There's no other answer but yes or no.
Right.
If you can't say no or I was never with him, that's yes.
Yeah, she at least
Don't you
sucked
try to
him.
make it all fancy. No, you was fucking that nigga. Like there was no.
Yeah.
I'm not even at this stage of my life. If it even gets to that point, I'm not even fucking asking. Bitch, you fucked him.
Yeah.
In my head, you did. There ain't no convincing me.
Yeah.
Just how they think.
He
Listen,
said-
they think the same way. Did
Yeah.
you fuck that bitch? We can say no all we want, but in the back of their mind, man, you was over there overnight, man. You fucked that bitch. You fucked that nigga.
Oh, I wanted
they
to
had
get
a
this-
war
Because
shows
man,
together.
sometimes you
wanted
can
to
just get a
get
gut
that.
feeling about something.
I wanted to get this out the way too because I've seen some other people talking some nonsense like, why do y'all care? That's they relationship, blah blah blah. Once you put your shit out there in public,
real.
it's involved in public
That's my
scrutiny.
relationship now.
You get public scrutiny when you put your shit
And
out
I
there
don't
in public.
I don't understand a lot of because it's not just celebrities.
'Cause we
that
gonna
do
talk
that.
about it.
It's not just
If you
celebrities
put it
that
out
do
there,
that.
we
It's
gonna talk
normal
about it.
people. Like,
Yeah.
stop putting your business out there and then get mad when people have an opinion.
Yep.
If you didn't put it out there, nobody will know.
She probably don't even got alopecia. She probably bald because of Tupac because she missed that nigga.
Boy,
You ain't slick, bitch. Bitch, you are not slick.
Oh man,
She is not slick, yo.
The one thing also too with the whole people trying to defend it, talking about that's a good job. We'll protect your black queen. First of all, he's put his career, his not gonna lie. Let's just say he was justified completely for doing that. Let's say Chris Rock was like way more foul than he was, and he had a right to do it at that time and place. Did you see Jada give him like that's my man, or did you see Jada go on social media like on or any platform or anything
No.
saying
She a
like
narcissist,
good
like,
job,
no.
you do a good
No,
job?
yeah.
No, like,
But
and then like he's doing all that for a woman who already was not loyal to him times over, and then like apparently that whole thing where maybe that Chris Rock said some like nonsense about Jada in 2016. When did the entanglement thing happen? Was it like 2018, 17? Like,
What
after
did
that?
he say in
After that?
2016?
The
So
shit-
you want
the
that?
shit
You
he
spent that
said-
loyalty from him when she wasn't showing loyalty before.
But what did he say
Like-
though?
the shit he said, because people bring that up too. Oh, this go back to what he was saying in 2016. The shit he said wasn't even nothing crazy.
Boys got the boycott.
Yeah, they were saying, oh,
bitch, you wasn't even invited.
You wasn't even invited anyway. How you gonna boycott something you wasn't invited to? Even
Hilarious.
then,
That's
something,
facts.
something that
That's some facts.
But yo, that's something again not warranted for that type of reaction.
Yeah.
Whether say if that was something that was boiling over, come on, that shit weak.
Yeah, like that's weak
Right.
as hell, bro. Like,
You should have been addressed that.
bro, do y'all remember back in the day, like 16, 17, where this bitch was doing the most, bro? She was popping up the award shows with August, like they
Yeah.
on the red carpet
Oh,
together
yeah.
as if it was Will and Jada, like
Hugged up.
And everybody,
Publicly-
was like, "Yo, this is weird."
Publicly
Like,
out there playing in that man's
remember her
face.
birthday? He made that long ass post saying
Yeah.
"Happy Birthday" to her. I'm like, "Yo, he hitting her." I don't care what
She
nobody said.
pulled her what a
Listen.
sweetie did on Quavo. He put this heartfelt, and all
Listen,
she
a
said
wi- a
was
wise
"Take care,
A wise man was said,
take care, bro." Look,
Listen.
let me tell you something. I
A
would've
wa-
broke the shit out of her phone.
a wise man was said, and I know them type of hugs. Same thing I used to do to women when I know I used to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they with their nigga and they never brought it up.
Facts. I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
Right, I was waiting for
All the time.
Man. But yeah, my whole thing is, look, this shit wasn't warranted at all. It was on call for. All y'all agreeing with the talking about, yeah, that's how I want my man to come. Y'all gonna be stupid.
Man, now what if Chris Rock had his boys or his family sitting right there in the crowd and they would have packed Will the fuck up? Start packing start packing Jada. Stealing Jada first.
Then that would have been a different story.
Then it would have been like, oh, they over 9. Y'all touch my peoples. Like,
Yeah.
he made a
Y'all-
joke.
Y'all gotta y'all can't pick and choose when y'all sitting there talking about, oh, we gotta stop this whole black on black violence and then encourage
Right.
it the next time.
Exactly.
Like some shit. Come on, like you gotta pick and choose.
Now, what if Chris Rock with a new jujitsu on the low and broke real fucking shoulder up there? Flipped
Yeah.
himself.
See if Chris Rock would have kicked that nigga in the
Yeah,
face.
like-
Would have drop kicked that nigga while he was walking
Then
away.
you would have really looked stupid. You got beat up trying to defend a thought too. Like, come on, man.
By a nigga that
Fellas,
played
man.
Pookie.
Don't go out like that, man. Don't let these queens guys show up, man. Like bro was saying
for
earlier,
real.
man. He could have checked him backstage, like, bro,
there's-
Wifey wasn't really feeling that, man.
Bro, there's
Right.
too
Oh,
many.
yeah, yeah, that's what it's
There's too
warranted,
many
right.
Nah, if Chris would've said
commercials
something after
during the
that, took it
Oscars.
further. All right, cool, whatever.
These niggas be eating pizza during the commercials and the
I think-
Oscars. So you mean to tell me, literally, there's photos, fucking Brad Pitt eating a pepperoni slice. Nigga, there's a bunch of time you go to Chris Rock, be like, hey, yo, my man, that joke you said, I don't appreciate it.
Need you to
Or
apologize to Jay.
if you really
ASAP,
wanted
or I'm gonna
to,
Right, that
smack
would've
the
been
shit out of
fair,
you.
right.
I would have respected that more than
he
you
could have
getting
did
up
that,
on national
right?
TV.
And I think you probably already touched on this or said this. What he should have did is when he won his award, when he got up there,
saying that to you.
yeah, you was saying that to me in the wheel.
Uncle Kev was
That nigga should have went up there and opened people's eyes to alopecia and why it shouldn't be a joke to mess
made
with women
Chris Rock
about
look a
that.
little
Right,
less,
make it look
like-
less.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's yeah.
He
Make
gotta
him sell
apologize.
less to where
Listen,
he got to
listen,
apologize.
He knows this.
Even
Like,
though-
he
even
knows
though-
this, like,
Will, come on, you 57.
It's gonna get
Right.
hard to
he
beat
had a
to
trip,
get
he
Chris
had
Rock
an
to
out
do
of
that
body experience.
because Chris Rock is from that cloth of Chappelle and them. Like, all right, I said that joke, nigga. I still don't give a fuck. No, he not. It wasn't a malicious joke.
Crying and been like, yeah, and brung his wife on stage. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, she bought.
Man, y'all know how many fucking women-
She beautiful still. Look,
Man,
that
do the
big chop.
That was a little insensitive. Like,
right.
And hear that
Yeah,
G.I.
but
Jane
that would
joke?
have put like him in like in a better limelight. If you would
Yeah,
have brought her on,
yeah,
if you would have brought her on
Listen.
stage and like, listen,
Like-
I know the jokes were said tonight, but you know she dealing with this. Like,
You know what I mean?
I would,
She's still the
I would
baddest
have.
bitch in
He was
there.
like, I would let you know
My
you're
wife.
you're still beautiful.
that would
you're
have
still this.
That would have
You're-
Will would have been up 2 million points.
And that probably
Saying
would have
some
made her
shit
smile.
like that.
That probably would have made her more.
That's what a real
Well, it
woman
should
would've
make her.
like.
It
should.
should
It
make
should.
her.
What
But
Jada
then
talking
again,
about? I
But,
don't even know.
but that's not what happened because she put that battery in his back.
She
Yeah.
looked at that nigga and said, "So she looked at that nigga and said, this is what I'm talking about."
I don't like that bitch, man.
Damn.
What'd you say, Chef? She going to hell?
Yeah, she going to hell. Like,
You said gasoline draws on.
if it's a hell, she's going, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
Gasoline draws.
for real.
Oh my
She just really mad. Will they buy her no bundles? I know what's going on.
Shout out to Mark because he gonna really put us in Facebook jail for this episode.
Yo, I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about that, yo. Yo,
You actually look
Freaking-
good, bald headed bitch.
yo,
You lucky.
Mark put me in Facebook jail at the pinnacle of this shit going on.
Oh man,
At
you
the
couldn't
pinnacle, I'm
even
talking
say
about
that.
the next day at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That nigga
Now,
counted.
I had a couple posts up already, but I couldn't really go in like how I want to.
Interact like,
Yeah, cause they, man, you talk about piss. Come on, Mark, you a hoe for that
Yeah,
too.
Mark, fuck you.
Hey, to our fans that don't get a chance to see this episode, we sorry.
Oh, no,
We're
y'all
sorry.
Y'all gonna see this episode.
Man,
Fuck Mark and his Facebook.
that shit, like, it just was like,
So we got YouTube.
certain shit is beneath you. Like,
Facts. Definitely go subscribe.
bro, like,
You even got posted the link and that's it.
Nah,
Put
facts.
you in jail for that.
the way these motherfuckers coming, bro, like, you could be out anywhere, you nigga. You don't have to fight 1,000 niggas. Like, I'll be with some eye joints sometimes. Like, I see niggas looking. I even hear whispers sometimes. Damn, she got a fat asshole. Whatever, nigga. You can't fight everybody. You gotta analyze the situation. sometimes, motherfucker, you ever been in a situation and somebody coming tough and you just know they got a gun on them?
Yeah.
And you don't? But it's no way you coming this tough and you don't got something. You feel me? It's something I don't know. But
Yeah.
you know what? You got that. Sometimes
Y'all
you
gonna,
gotta eat
y'all,
shit and
y'all,
keep it
y'all
moving.
gonna smack the wrong nigga.
And the
Absolutely.
real woman know that, like, babe, come
And
on,
that
fuck
nigga gonna
these
put-
niggas.
and
Like,
that
they
nigga
just-
gonna
you
put
feel
you
me?
in the
Like,
pack.
Yeah, y'all talking
babe,
about
like,
that's
he
how
might- you feel
that's how
me?
I want my man to.
Yeah,
to
that's
come
how
about
you
me.
gonna be burying your man too. If you
He
smack the
gonna
wrong
end
nigga.
up in our paper. He gonna end up in these boys. Like, for real, this shit is not a joke.
That's the scream. That's the scream. After you hear that gun sound, that's the fucking scream. Because y'all
really-
want y'all men to be fucking Mike Tyson.
And really, we said this shit mad times, but I'm gonna reiterate it. If this was Dwayne The Rock Johnson made that fucking joke,
Absolutely. I was just
he
saying
wouldn't
that
have did
shit
nothing. He
earlier.
would have sat there and laughed his ass off, and she just would have
Yeah,
had to
he-
been sad.
That's what made it more.
Keep
because
that energy,
because
bro.
he got it off of somebody he knew he could get it
yeah,
off.
Exactly,
like, come
'cause
on,
Chris
you
Rock-
didn't
nobody-
even fear getting hit. You walked off.
Exactly, because Chris Rock not known for that.
Like,
He
if I
just-
slap a nigga, I'm waiting for the reaction.
Chris
unless
Rock
I
even
know
said.
he's
Chris
a
Rock even
punk,
said,
like,
growing up,
Right.
he got beat up and bullied.
Punch like a slap. Like, that's on the same lines as being spit at or whatever like that.
Yeah,
like, you slap me?
slap
Like,
and spit. Like, that's
right,
top
that's-
tier disrespectful,
Right.
man. Like,
Tear disrespectful.
you don't open hand slap
That's
a
why that
man
nigga.
or
That's
spit
why
on
that
him.
nigga was sitting there like, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. I was.
Keep my wife's name. If you look so fucking
Yeah,
weak.
you.
I wonder if this was the BET Awards, what would have
He
happened?
said it's a joke.
But
G.I. joke.
actually,
dude.
no, I'm lying. I would have respected him more if he
He
would have
like,
yelled, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth" while he was on
Instead of,
stage.
yeah.
Right, that'd
Don't
been,
worry
that
about it. I
better,
would've
'cause he
respected
would've
him
had
more.
two different aspects of it. Like, you see,
I would have
Randy pissed
respected him
off.
more.
Right.
And
Like,
this-
whether you justify it or not,
and
you're
this
mad,
goes
but
back-
you still keep your name.
Look,
and
keep
you're
my
still
wife's
cool.
name out your mouth, bro. Keep the
Right.
show moving.
But this
You
go
feel me?
back
Like,
to let's go back to what I said before because she put that battery in his back because that nigga was laughing at first.
Exactly.
So that nigga
That
ain't
nigga
feel-
was
that
holding
nigga-
his
that
rib
nigga-
cage.
That nigga wasn't.
That nigga was out
that,
there like-
that nigga wasn't protecting her honor. He wasn't doing nothing. He was just moving off of her.
that was more so
He was
for-
moving off of her.
But
He
you-
wasn't-
ego.
But he got it. But you can't put that all on her because he got to be smart enough to sit there and be like, you know what, this not my move.
Bro, she's at that fucking darn dumbass red table, fucking screaming. She don't even she don't even get up for Will like sexually like that no more after all these years.
Bro,
Like,
it would've
just
been over
putting our
after that.
business
It would've
all
been-
out there.
After
Like,
that's
what's up
over,
with
right.
you? Like,
It would have been over.
I
It
don't
would
care
have
if you
been
don't
no
even like my
Will
bird
and
no
Jada.
more. Bitch, don't be telling people that when we are married. Like,
You even don't be
Right.
telling people that.
I be cheating. Like, these queens gonna start thinking I ain't laying it down. Like, stop. Like, yo.
But you see how she. But you
think
see
it was
how.
planned personally.
But you see how honestly, it took her no effort to belittle that man. But you see what you said. This
Where was
nigga's
the protect
writing
black
heart.
men- where was
you
the
see
protect
he's writing
black men ego?
heartfelt messages to her, and she goes on and belittles that man. Will, wake up. Like
You're
literally,
Will
bro.
Smith. Do
Wake
you know
the
you Will
fuck up.
Smith? Like, that would have been me. Man, I would have laughed it off. I don't care if you mad, bitch. We talk about it later. Like, bro, that wasn't even that serious. Like, I'm the man at the end of the day. Like, bitch, that wasn't that
Absolutely.
serious.
Like, I'm not. Look,
Nah,
and
it
we
Or
not
if it
fucking
really
the back
made you
up
that sad, I would have went and checked him. Like, listen, bro.
during the commercial.
Like, bro, feel me? I ain't too mad about it. For me, wifey not feeling that, bro. Come and apologize to her, bro, for me.
That's all he had
know,
to
all-
do.
all the
Oh, yeah,
respect.
that's
you
all
and
you
Chris,
have to
you
do.
and
That's all
Chris
you had
Rock
to
got
do. Go
rapport. Like,
backstage.
ain't like that's a
They
new
said
comedian you just met.
they
Like,
were
yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
They
man,
said they
Chris
have a
Rock-
I'm
friendship.
say they friends. Like, yeah, go
They
back
been in the
and
game
check
30
hands. Like,
years,
that's what you
like-
gotta do.
Bro, look,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking
It's
up
my-
your- you fucking
Another
up
thing,
your bag,
another thing I didn't like was his speech afterwards, trying to he's basically trying to,
Yeah.
justify
Why he
him,
went on stage and smacked that
Talking
man.
about love make you do crazy things.
love make you do crazy
stop.
things,
Bro,
And-
you
and he
basically
said-
you sounded-
he tried to bring Denzel, and they talking about he was
Denzel
like,
told me the devil's gonna come at your man.
at your highest moment, the devil try to
That nigga Denzel said, that nigga Denzel was like this.
Denzel too smooth for that shit. And you know what? He got a real queen. You know, people barely even know what Denzel's wife look like.
Exactly.
She not out in the public saying, yeah, man, Denzel don't even be beating this shit up no more. Respectfully. Just saying. Just saying.
No, facts.
I'm just saying, like,
They not
Just saying.
Yo, they not in no red table talking about no entanglements and none of that other shit.
why did you cheat on me?
Niggas didn't even know Denzel was married.
Exactly, like, niggas never
You think
like,
you
come
can
on.
do this to me?
Yeah, to
Jay!
Jada, hey. Like,
Jada! Hey,
This
put the
motherfucker.
bag down. You niggas would be talking at us.
All you motherfuckers. All right, okay.
Okay, I'm canceling all you bitches.
sometimes thinking you tough, I have you looking way less tough because, like,
It have you
ever see a
actually
nigga that's
looking-
not
actually
tough
have you
try to
looking
do some
weak.
tough shit, and you like,
Yeah.
bro, you not tough. Come on,
It will
man.
have you looking weaker.
Even if, like, if 50 would have went up there and smacked somebody, I'm like, all right, well, 50 kind of like that. Like, we
guess,
kind of
yeah.
get it. Like,
You expect that? Right?
yeah, we expected like, well, it's the like, come on, well, this cringy, man.
Listen, man.
50 might start now, knowing him.
How
Yeah.
shit is today,
50
and
not
how
messing
and how
my bag up.
motherfuckers don't be really fighting no more. You smack a motherfucker if you want to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Smack,
Right.
just go around thinking you can
smacked the
smack
right
anybody.
one.
Yeah,
Anytime
he picked
you
the right,
think
he
you
picked the right
feel
comedian.
disrespect.
He's
Yeah.
now Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence. Exactly.
On site. Like,
he had the right one, but like I said, I think it'd be different. It was the BET Awards; they were getting paid less, and only,
Yeah,
only
it was
us
way
watching.
less structure.
It was just us watching. Chris Rock had no choice but to go Brooklyn on him.
yeah.
Chris Rock wasn't still gonna fight him back.
No,
he
he
picked the
wasn't.
right person.
one.
Yeah,
He picked the
at
right.
that time,
He
yeah,
picked
at
the
that
right
time, yeah.
person.
He picked the right one.
Chris Rock never been known to be no tough guy or even no like he would have did that to Charlie Murphy, rest in peace.
Hell
Or
no.
somebody
Charlie
like
Murphy
that.
would- yeah.
Charlie Murphy would have got
Eddie
with him.
would've got
Brooklyn.
him.
Eddie
Charlie
would've-
Murphy would have met that nigga at the steps. He would have met that nigga. Charlie Murphy would have met that nigga.
He wouldn't even got up to that point.
Hell no.
As soon as he seen him getting up and walking, he would have walked right up
He
to
would have
him.
walked
soon as I
right through.
would've
A
seen
lot of niggas don't know Charlie
Over
Murphy
that
was
head,
really
I
like
would've
that.
dipped right to the side.
Eddie, yeah.
Boom.
Eddie wouldn't have did that.
I would have curled.
Eddie like
him.
that too. Yeah, Eddie ain't letting that happen.
A lot of people come. Tracy Morgan like that too.
Yeah, like come on.
Tracy
bro,
Morgan like that too.
bro. It was
Will, I know you ain't smacking Will.
bro. The shit wasn't even
Tracy
malicious.
Morgan. Tracy Morgan probably would have been bombing on Will walking up to the stage. Look at this nigga walking up to the stage now.
Right.
After he slapped him, I would have made more jokes then.
What?
Chris Rock should have
Yeah,
roasted Will
I would
all
have
the
been petty.
way in now.
I would have
like,
been
all
petty. I
right.
would be like, you know what? Fuck y'all now. This is my time. I don't even care if I got to get a
You don't give me
fine.
security? Watch what.
Yeah, like ain't no security come up neither. All right, yeah, I'm about to roast this nigga.
It's-
This
That
bald-head
opens up
bitch.
another thing too, because now it's kind of like the downfall of this is now they kind of rethink the lines of comedian. Because now Will might somewhat get away with this. So it's kind of like now, what can comedians really be comedians?
That's
without
the
peop-
whole point of
without
comedy.
People, without people like overreacted, or
Laughing
just
at
like
fucked up shit.
or just like maybe the
Yeah.
average Joe Schmo might feel like especially those who get made fun of. You sit in the front row, whatever like that.
Right, now
You
it's about to be
you might
opposite.
talk about your wife like, yo, if you was there, I would definitely want to fuck your wife. Some comedians, especially like the ones who ain't famous yet, they got nothing to lose. They just
Yeah,
gotta
like that's
entertain the
kind of how
crowd.
they get on their way up.
Right.
Roasting the crowd. You ain't got too
Look
much
at
material. Yeah, like,
look at
now
Martin
you got that can of
Lawrence.
worms.
Look at
Look
D.L.
this nigga and his
Hughley.
girl, man, they ugly. Then you getting slapped and punched on stage
Right.
now. Like,
Bro,
come on,
D.L.
bro.
Hughley made a career off of bombing on. That's a part of his
this-
segment, bombing on people.
My thing is this: this can't be the same generation that grew up on The Simpsons, South Park, all this other
Family
shit.
Guy, all
Family
that
Guy,
shit.
Bro,
all
but
this shit.
bro, this whole moment was justified by the fact that Jada put a battery in his. Like, I don't know personally,
Nah,
but
she
that
did.
okay, she
did.
put a battery in his.
Because there
back.
ain't no
See,
other
okay, bro.
there ain't no other logical explanation for him
And this
doing
nigga,
that.
and this nigga had a
Switching
traumatic.
like
This
that.
nigga had an out of body traumatic experience because
Knowing her though,
because they probably had this argument at home, and she probably was like, on certain terms like this, you not
It wasn't
thug
out
enough.
about it. Yeah, he accepts
No.
this shit real quick. This Chris Rock, she bad as fuck. This my time.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I know Jada Pinkett. I'm not saying I know her, but seeing her type, knowing her, she probably be like, I ain't tell you to do that.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
I didn't tell you to do that.
That's the worst.
Man,
I guarantee
That
she-
will make you.
I
Feel,
ain't tell
that
you
will
to
make
do
you
Will.
feel more stupider than actually going up fighting.
Nah,
or
but
going up doing
guarantee-
a slap.
I'd love
She
to be
probably
a
like,
fly
I
on the
didn't
wall,
tell him
yo.
to do that.
What if Chris Rock wife punched that bitch in the face next time she see her on TV?
Lit.
Then
Lit.
that's just what it is.
Lit. Fuck
you
your
saw,
alopecia.
y'all see that picture they took of
You
ain't dying.
They took
For
afterwards.
violence, it could go however way the person who got the violence, feel me, done to them wanted to go.
Yeah,
you
but
slapped me.
but it's Chris Rock, so
Chris Rock got money. That's the thing. He got money. Like, bitch, he could have made a call. Who knows? Like, man, shoot up this nigga car after this shit. Like,
Never know.
something. Like, you feel me? He got enough money to reach out to somebody who willing to.
I mean, I think if this was more so like something that happened between rappers, it probably would have went a different
Yeah.
way. But between comedians, I just think it's
Yeah.
just going, especially with him, I think that's probably going to be the end of it.
Yeah,
Like, him
yeah,
getting-
definitely. I'm just saying, you never know. Sometimes, like,
Yeah.
So
So as far as like other shit, like regular
Man,
people,
they're
like
not
me
gonna
and
be-
you,
they're not gonna
like,
be
just certain
fighting.
situations like that could be the end
that
result.
could get you.
Chris
hurt,
Rock,
bro.
Chris Rock gonna have this in his comedy special.
Yeah, he has
Absolutely.
no choice now.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
Absolutely.
ain't nobody put their
He
hands
gonna
on
be
your
there.
They'll
girl
sell the tickets
or
now.
just outright like in front of your face disrespecting and wilding, bro. Let some of that.
He
shit
gonna
bro.
go say he gonna do an interview about it. Will Smith not.
Nigga, you can't beat everybody. You can't slap everybody. You think you gonna slap everybody for a woman, chick, whatever? You gonna be like I said. You gonna end up in somebody during blood, and she gonna be fucking the next dude, fucking the next thug nigga. So
I don't know if y'all saw the family portrait they took after he won that award.
Yeah.
She wasn't smiling.
Hell no.
right.
You were like, congratulations, my man. No. She was just like,
No.
No. She looked at him like,
Everybody was cheesing. I'm sorry. Even Willow wasn't smiling.
right.
She wasn't
Willow's a
smiling.
weirdo already.
Damn.
I don't fuck with nobody shit. She weird.
Yo, that's a weird woman, man. Fucking Jada, man. She toxic, bro. She top tier. She top tier
Absolutely.
toxic, bro. That's the blueprint to stay away from them type, bro.
Because like I said, I professionally, Will didn't handle itself right. But as an individual, like I do feel for that man, because that man probably, you don't know what the fuck he goes through off cameras, and then him crying, like, yeah, that was, to me, like you said, I do agree with you, that was justifying the fact of what he did. But that nigga that was probably his Kanye West moment.
He ain't even. Nah, he was.
That was probably his Kanye. Yeah, because that was his Kanye West
He was
moment.
embarrassed, right?
That nigga was.
shit was wrong. You did that shit to Chris Rock.
That speech. He tried to make himself feel guilty.
But he was embarrassed because he knows
No, you ain't like Richard.
right. He was embarrassed because he would, like, end of the day, in the long run, he ain't gonna win out of that.
Right.
Like he
You'll
didn't
never
even,
win
like,
another
he's-
Oscar in your life, boy.
Right, not even that. It's
I don't
not
wanna
even that.
sit
It's like
there
he
and say
ain't
it's
winning
over
long
for
run.
him, man.
It's over.
He's not winning in the long run with Jada. Like, even when he sat back down, you didn't see Jada like be like, "Yeah, man, talk that shit."
Yeah, like,
she was
babe,
like,
like,
"Whatever."
You didn't see him.
Right.
I didn't see her embrace him.
Right, like.
Yeah, I didn't see any
I
embracing
seen
after the
other
fact.
people
Like,
embrace Will Smith.
Nah, matter of fact, they do got a picture of them like putting their dumbass foreheads to each other's like, as they're like, man, fuck out of here.
But my another thing with her,
I don't want
like,
your forehead to touch me
there's
after
been
that.
other
Old ass
like
bitch.
public displays of her not really like fucking with him like that. Like they're like, I think he got something or won something, and she made a tweet calling him Will Smith. Like that's
Oh,
your,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's
your-
indicative right there. That's
I'm
like,
like, that's your husband.
That's right.
Like, congratulations to my husband, Will
Yeah.
Smith.
My husband, my baby, my lord, my love.
Yeah,
Like,
just
we all got women.
congratulations
Your
to
women not really calling you your name unless she mad or something like.
Exactly.
Yeah, you babe, whatever
congratulations
nickname.
to Will Smith.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy when
that-
they get
that-
mad.
that
They don't want
gets
to call you
you-
big
Here's
no
the
more.
idea of that, like, you not fucking with him like that.
When I'm dealing with a woman, she call me by my first name, like on some.
I know she mad.
Like I know she
Right.
mad or
I know
something.
she's
bullshit,
mad.
Like,
Yeah, because women loving you, they call you baby anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I call
call
me
you
baby
that.
at church. I'm like,
Yeah,
you a
like-
pastor, yo.
to your mom, like, yeah, my baby and all that. Like, what?
You be looking at her like,
You're talking about
Say
Glenn?
first and last name, like,
as soon as you
Nah,
fuck up,
like-
it's your whole government,
Us,
yeah.
Right.
us as dudes, as soon as we hear our day, we be like, hold on, what we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, like, what's this about? Like,
You're like, what's this
It's that
about?
stomach feeling.
It's
That stomach feeling.
like, what I do, yo?
You be like, yo, what's up, yo?
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, the can we talk is the worst.
Before I come home, how bad is
Or I find it funny.
right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when I find it funny how.
I just find it funny how.
Lord Jesus.
I don't find nothing funny. What's it? I didn't.
Bro, that's probably what he was gonna have to hear if he didn't do nothing.
Right.
As soon as they got into the mansion, you know what? Her good look here. I just find it funny how
Yep.
you
Will
know
just
what
go-
I'm going through. She an actor too. She probably would have bust out crying and.
That nigga actor too. You see?
Man. See, I can't be rich, man. I'm out,
that-
bitch.
that-
You
he
understand
said,
this?
I'm out. He said, I'm not doing this no
Soon
more.
as we would have got to the crib and she would have hit me, so I find it funny how I may suck my dick.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, that
Wow.
ain't
Where's
got no
that?
rap for
Wow.
Nah, like,
Once you publicly, I don't give a fuck if it was a year and a half ago,
find
2
it
years
funny how I
ago.
suck my dick.
It's like, wow, nigga.
Suck my dick. Cause
oh my
I'm
god.
Oh my God.
And bitch, I'm chilling. Like,
I'm
Listen,
watching
yo,
Independence Day.
once you wrong me,
The one I wasn't in.
I don't know about Will, but once you wrong me, I ain't got no fucking rap for you.
Yeah, this is what
I don't got no rap for you.
Yo.
bro, like,
Your hair falling out, bitch, because you did wrong. That's your karma. You losing your fucking hair now. Feel that. I don't give a fuck. I guess that's what it is. Like, my ex told me, you cut deep. Bitch, I tell you all the time, don't try it. Don't push
Yeah.
those buttons. I'm a peaceful guy.
Absolutely.
Jada, as soon as you suck my dick, that shit was funny.
But do you feel like
Oh
it's
well, G.I. Jane. Go get you an M16, babe.
Damn.
Maybe you should make a
Right.
G.I. Jane too. Use this shit to your advantage.
I make money off of that.
Or get a wig, bitch. He would have never known if you had got a wig. Obviously, he ain't into your life.
I'm with you though. Once you wrong me, that's it. Like, all your hair.
Viola Davis got them on all the time. Wear one.
Damn.
Yeah, oh, babe.
big
Oh,
on this, bro. Like, when I'm dealing with a woman, bro, I always
But that's
say,
facts, though. She
when
do.
you
That is-
embarrass
that
me
is
in
I mean, she
public,
do.
That is, because she do
right,
got a
we
mini
can have
front.
it out behind closed doors. If
Exactly.
we somewhere public, when it's, that shit is embarrassing, bro. We somewhere in public.
right.
You embarrass me like that. That let me know that.
Because you
You
know,
don't fuck
because
with me,
because
like,
based
respect-
because
yeah,
based off the
respect
simple
everybody.
fact,
No,
because
they
you know,
went
because you
on-
know,
they went
some
on a
females
show.
go below the belt.
Right.
They're not going to save that for the car ride. They're going to do that in
And then,
public.
like I said, I don't hit women or nothing. So like, and I'm not even really be to argue with y'all crazy. If you all belligerent and yelling. We done all this shit in public.
Who
like,
wants to do
I'm
that?
Not, I'm not off.
I'm
that.
walking away. I'll
but
get
I,
on
I,
yours,
dip. I
right.
dip on the bitch
Right,
quick.
I
Like,
admit it,
all
right.
right.
It's all a respect thing, but you know
Absolutely.
they did the shit on a TV show.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like what?
And Will agree to it.
That's mad funny.
What a
After all that surgery, you still ugly as crazy.
That's some wild shit.
But yo, that clam got Will in the chokehold, yo.
What? That shit had August in the chokehold.
What? Yeah, she gotta have that crazy
And
shit.
more people need to talk about, like Tim was saying earlier, how deep she was for that. Like, that man lost a lot. Sister, all type of shit. He taking care of her kid. Bad mental stage. He's sick his damn self.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then he did. Isn't he legally blind now?
Some shit. Like, she
I
was
don't
supposed to
even
be giving him mental guidance and
Spiritual
and
guidance.
shit. You gonna drop some clam on me? That's probably fire, top tier.
That nigga kissed
And
up
when
to
you
the
think-
cloud.
Chef
And when you
kiss.
think
This
about
is
it,
a spicy
she probably
meatball.
cool as hell to chill with. Like, if she digging you, like Jada probably cool as hell to chill with. So you giving me, mental advice, spiritual advice, and some good ass coochie.
No question.
And then you just
Jason's
one day be like,
entertaining,
yeah, I'm taking all this off the table. I'm back with Will. Like, bye. Nah, I'm telling no, you bitch, and I hate you.
Just imagine that comment. Imagine how he reacted to that shit. So you leaving me?
He probably hit her up like, Longhorn today, babe. What we doing? Oh,
She was
yeah.
like, I told you to stop calling me.
Yeah.
We not doing that no more. Well, bitch, what's Will number?
Yeah. What's word?
What's William number?
What's Willard number?
What's William number?
Willard.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it for Jaden. I'm getting it for Jaden.
Oh man.
Y'all need to
I'd
have.
have been popping up, man. I'm just here to kick it with your son like I used to.
Oh my God!
Yo.
Don't do that.
She could have picked any other nigga, bro. A no-name nigga. He could have been rich, but just not known. Like, you pick my son, Darren friend.
Yeah. Why?
August better than me, bitch. I'd have fucked his jaded sister right after. Fuck you, bitch. Break my heart and smash your daughter.
That nigga would have been questioning why.
I'm fucking you up over your mom.
Yo,
You
but
ain't no icon living.
Oh my god.
yo, we laughing about
Yo.
that shit, but that could
But
have
that
really
beat
happened.
you up,
That really
man.
could have
That
happened.
could have really happened.
He could
That
have been
nigga,
sick for
August
real.
really could have been
I'ma
offering
knock
Jaden
your
the
daughter
fade
off
behind
now.
closed doors.
He's sick for real,
That's
man.
like that meme. Where your mom at,
He's
nigga?
sick of that.
That nigga, yo, that nigga like that meme. Where your mom at?
Yeah,
Nigga?
nigga, where your mom?
Where your mom, nigga?
Where your mom?
Mom, nigga. Oh, you know what time it is.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh man.
Willard.
Then you told her, y'all
you
think
had
Will
something you
knew?
wanted to say?
Let's say y'all need to have a show about good clam awareness because this good
Oh
clam.
my
is
God.
niggas left
Yeah.
and
I think
right,
that should go
man.
under
Yeah.
relationship PTSD, man.
Right.
Yo, when I get good clam, I keep my distance because I know what it do. I
That
swear to
nigga said I
God.
keep my distance.
Keep my distance. I just hit some new shit last week. I'm like, oh damn! I won't talk to you for 2 days.
That
'Cause I
nigga
already
said,
know
I'm
where this
not
headed.
talking to you.
I already know what this
He
headed.
said,
I'm,
bitch, we in a relationship now.
I'm going through her likes. Like, man, who is
This nigga said, I'm going through her
But, yo,
life.
you get the good clam on top of the good lap eight. Like
And nigga, sweeter than a beat.
Yeah, the clam lap combo, the clam feast combo.
that shit go crazy.
Yeah,
what?
that shit go stupid. Yeah. And you a feaster? What? Yo. Yeah, like, come
man.
on, like, it's nothing I could do. Like, I love you.
It's a treacherous place to be stuck in, man.
That shit gonna have
is.
that shit have a hold on you like Melvin on Jody.
You
You over there like,
Hey,
mama.
yo, think about it.
Mama,
Think about it.
call
She
me
had
mama.
Evil Dave Chappelle going crazy. He ain't even hit it.
How what
Had
happened?
that nigga ready to kill his brother. Jason's lyric. That's her and Jason's lyric, right? Yeah, she had brothers about to kill each other. We know that shit crazy, bro. We know that shit.
That nigga
crazy,
went
bro.
to a dirty bathroom and whooped his brother ass.
whooped
Yeah,
his ass, right.
that nigga said, "Fuck my."
That nigga
family."
said, you had a conversation with my girl? He's like, nigga.
That coochie was so good. He said, "Fuck my family, fuck my brother."
Bitch,
I
we
hate all
moving.
y'all. I
We're
would beat
moving.
all- Yeah,
We're moving
That's,
out.
that's gonna be like from Harlem Nights.
He's like, hey, put your mother on
Put
the
your mom
phone.
on the phone.
Hey, baby, I'm not coming home.
I ain't never coming back.
I ain't never
I
coming
know
back.
those times was lit. You could just leave your kids and shit.
That nigga told his kid to put his mom on the
Yeah,
phone.
like-
Do you
Wasn't no cell phones. Ain't like she could text you all day, like bitch.
like? So you really gonna
I'm
do
in the
that?
wind, bitch.
That nigga,
Yeah.
that's one call. He called you off a landline. On top of that,
for real. Payphone.
ain't got no location where he at. Put your mom on the phone. I ain't
Oh man. We wanted.
Damn. It's like, damn, pops. As a kid, you got to know what's about to happen.
That's how Denzel was in that movie Fences, man. That nigga went to go get a pack of cigarettes, never returned.
Nah, he dipped in that movie.
Yeah, he dipped in that movie.
At the end.
He dipped
at
at
the
the
end.
end.
That nigga said, I've been
remember-
living in this. She said,
remember-
nigga, I've been living in this with you. That nigga
Rough-ass
said,
nigga.
well,
He
shit.
was there. No, he was there for a while, but then
Did.
he had a kid on somebody else. She
Oh
was
yeah,
taking care
he
of the
did
kid.
have a little joint on the side. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, you got to hit that one more time. Hit that one
Good
more
old days, man.
Damn, that's 3, man. That's 3.
Bring back these second families, man.
Oh man.
And it don't stop.
Listen, man. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment,
Heart them
share,
shits.
You already
subscribe.
know.
We want to thank
Fuck Jada.
we want to thank Brando, Tim, and Fax for coming through,
Hey, the champ is here.
for being our guest today, man. Y'all already know. Check for that Soprano tape volume 2.
Definitely
know.
check that. If y'all
I,
haven't go
I
seen that.
had that on rotation on the
What?
way here.
Yeah, we were bumping that. We were bumping that.
You already know.
You already know, man. Till next time, Jay.
This is
This
big.
has been Lit Logic. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Russell Wilson next.